This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for December 5th, 2023. It's currently October 10th, 2023, 8:06 p.m. Eastern Time. The S&P 500 at the time of this reading is currently 4,358.24, and the shuffle video we're about to play for you for today's reading was created on October 5th, 2023 at 9:11 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So the overall theme and behavior for the 5th, we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance followed by a decline through key support. That's resistance and support on a one-day scale at least, but most likely on a one-day scale. We have a nullified high card and low card, making it pretty difficult to determine much information about the highs, high, and the lows, low, and where they are. But I am advised to trade around a U-shaped dip that forms in between two peaks at like two intersecting perpendicular diagonal trend lines. So we had that brief peak that's easily missed at the end of the day. We either had a sharp decline there, or if we didn't have a sharp decline at the end of the day on the 4th, then we had a pretty big move down overnight. But it is possible that we gap up overnight. And if we gap up overnight, this is here around this crest here first thing in the morning is where I would add to the short position that I opened on the 4th. That's if we open up higher at a crest, and I would look to close the short position. I would look to do it if I could get out for a good profit around 10 o'clock. I would do that. And that would be before an unexpected move higher that turns into a notable move, like a fast sudden move higher there. It's pretty bullish between 10 and 12. And before we go any further, guys, if you want this information sooner, this reading was actually posted on our website, tarotfortraders.com, before the 12th of October, whereas it came out publicly on YouTube on the 5th of November. So quite a big difference there, and it gives you plenty of extra opportunity to identify best trade opportunities and things like that, and really inspect the cards and cross-reference them with technical analysis, which, my friends, that is the most powerful way to utilize SO meta analysis in tandem with technical analysis, right? When you put the two together, you get a lot of information about price levels, you get a lot of information about chart patterns and timing. SO meta, our services, SO meta posts, click here to subscribe, $249 for the year. $29 a month, $249 for the year. Great way to help out the channel. And if you utilize this information regularly, really, it's the right thing to do. You should throw something back at us. With that said, we have a crest in the pre-market that we sell off from down to and through support. We do a U-shaped reversal below a lower support, come back and reuse it as support. There's an important support level highlighted in the first, around the open and in the first half hour, somewhere there, probably in the first half hour, important support level highlighted, and that's important support on a multi-day scale, on a 1 month scale minimum. We have a pretty big decline, maybe even like a small failure on like a 1 day scale there, from a failed attempt to establish support right around the open and a notable decline to a trough. But then after that trough, that big move to the downside, that mini failure, we have an unexpected move higher, gets pretty bullish there between 10 and 12. After that fast sudden move higher around 11 to 12, though, we have this pretty notable decline midday, and that offers an opportunity to open up a long position for a day trade. Soon after that decline, we have another move to the upside, reaching for distant resistance, and by distant I mean not at least further than the next resistance. So at least 2 resistances away, but it's usually more than that. And there's a resistance level that we rally into in the last hour, and from that resistance level, we break down with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. But that turns more into like mixed behavior in the last hour of trading, and we have a rally that increases with momentum. Moving forward into the close, where we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance and a notable decline through key support. And technicals would lead us to believe that we're going to break through that resistance there, but instead we turn around and we disappoint, we decline. There's also a speaker around the end of the day, maybe in the post market, that's speaking about something relevant to influencing the S&P 500. It should not be trusted or relied upon. Sneak preview for the following day: notable decline. It looks like first thing in the morning. And that would make sense based on the ace of discs and a lowest low thus far. So we probably go from lowest lows here thus far into a lower low thus far here on the 6th. We'll talk about that in more detail in the reading for the 6th. Guys, don't forget to follow that Rule of Karma. You do so here on the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders. 5% of the profit should be donated forward to one of these charities through one of these links here. 5% of the profit should be donated back to the channel. Thank you very much. That leaves you at 90%. Make sure to spend that money out of love. As long as you follow that rule, every time you profit, the universe is going to provide, it'll send it back to you tenfold. Whereas if you don't follow through on that, the universe has a very short temper, and it will cut off the profits, the flow of profits to you. I promise you that. I've seen it happen. Don't be one of those jerks who didn't donate 5%, guys. It's 10% when you take the 5%. But even so, that's what you should be tithing when you make money anyways. With that said, guys, thank you so much to all my angel investors following the Rule of Karma. Blessings to you. I'll see you guys on the next one.